Welcome to High School Playbook. I'm Lauren Walsh with John Johnson. John, it's week 8. We're in the thick of it now. It's that time of the season where we're starting to see some great conference rivalries come up.
Well, first, Lauren, welcome back. I told everyone that you would be back this week because they had to deal with me all last week. But as a disclaimer, lots of games were moved because of Friday's weather, so it's a lighter slate of games this week. But we have plenty of good ones, starting with our game of the week. Lauren, this was a thriller. What
a game of the week it was. We head out to Davidson County for a young and exciting rivalry between North Davidson and Oak Grove. This one turns out to be an instant classic. Grizzlies are fired up, but North Davidson starts strong thanks to quarterback Gavin Hill. He looks deep to Alex Naylor. What a beauty of a touchdown this is. Black Knights take the lead. Then more from North Davidson. Hill swings it to Xavion Hayes, and Hayes has an arm too. Trick play, long pass, Reed Nisley with the reception for another score. This game was just getting good though. Third quarter, Oak Grove's Connor Creech bringing the boys back, calling his own number. He's in for the TD. We move to the fourth. 25 seconds left. Oak Grove is down a score, and it's Creech again. The QB keeper ties things up, and we are heading to overtime.
What a player.
First overtime, North Davidson turns to Xavion Hayes, who scoots to the edge and in for the score. North Davidson on top. Oak Grove with a response, of course. It's Creech. Game on his shoulders. He ties it up.
What a player.
Second overtime now. North Davidson is trailing 24-21 on the 1 yard line. That looks like Tanner Jordan is the one to power through for the win. What a thriller this was. North Davidson walks away with a double overtime win, 27-24.
You know, right now, our guys need us, and I know our guys believed in it. We were the underdogs. We've never been 28-point underdogs ever, and that's what we were. And, you know, we played a tough non-conference schedule for a reason for games like this, and couldn't be more proud.
Well, North Davidson improves to 3-3 with that huge win over their rival, Oak Grove.
One more time. What a player. It's always competitive in the Central Piedmont 4A Conference. Glenn is the only team with a perfect record in league play, 3-0. The Bobcats continue their conference competition, hosting R.J. Reynolds. I feel like I'm the Bobcats beat reporter. It's my 4th game seeing them this year, and they looked as good as ever. First quarter, Camden Coleman's going to swing it out to Levine Smith, who does the dirty work. Untouched for 6. It's 13-0 Glenn. More from the Bobcat offense, which was cooking with gas, facing a 4th and goal from the 1. Not a problem. Kobe Johnson, he's in for 6 as Glenn is cruising up 20-0. Lauren, guess what? Glenn's not done.
Not done.
Brandon Sutton takes the carry, weaving in and out of defenders. Glenn hangs a 50-burger in this one, winning 55-13.
Wow. Now more conference action. West Forsyth is looking to rebound from that loss to Glenn. The Titans are hosting Reagan. First quarter, West is back to punt, and they get a little home field bounce here. It's off a Reagan player, and Avery Salerno recovers it for the Titans. So West marches down the field, and Chris Van Cleek takes a shot at the end zone. He finds fellow senior Braylon Morris. Nice grab for 6. West takes the lead. Later on, the Raiders punch back with their speedy running back, John Gillette. He takes off and takes it 35 yards to the house, a little hop for some flair, and he ties the game 6-all. This was a close one in Clemens, but Reagan takes home the win 15-9. And now we shift to Greensboro for a great Guilford County showdown. Northwest is trying to stay alive in the playoff hunt, visiting undefeated Northern Guilford, John.
Yeah, there's 2 teams that just flat out don't like each other. There was no way a little rain was postponing this match. Battle for the Kings of the North. Look, Game of Thrones reference there. Guilford, that is Vikings and Nighthawks taking on Northern is going to open the scoring. Quarterback Jack Mercer fakes the handoff, fakes the camera out. A little RPO with Van Folliard. 12 yards from the score. It's 7-0. Northern. Nighthawks defense, led by Connor Lecheski, keeps the Vikings pinned deep, but a muff punt's going to put the Vikings back in business, and you can't do that with Tanner Ballou. Tanner takes advantage, dropping dimes to Alex Sorrentes, 19 yards for the score. We're all tied up. Nighthawks would strike back. Mercer takes off running, showing his strength. 15 yards to the house. Northern's up 14-7, but Northwest would storm back with Tanner Ballou and company. They're Kings of the North, 48-14. No Jon Snows there.
Well, across town, this was the situation at Grimsley. Whirlies with a 43-0 lead, 3 minutes to halftime, muffed punt by the Tigers. Tamorie Thompson takes care of that. So then Khalil Stimpson scampers through on an 11-yard touchdown. Up the middle, 50-0 Whirlies. More love for the defense here. Tamorie Thompson sacks the QB, also forces a fumble. His teammate Antoine Shaw is there to recover for the Whirlies. Next play, Jakarion Maynard is a blur in this highlight. Try to keep up with him. He zips to the end zone, 32 yards, 56-0 Whirlies at the break. Big thanks to all the seniors, of course, who make Friday night special, including the marching bands and everyone involved. In the end, though, Grimsley easily handles Ragsdale 63-8.
Oh, and ready, check this out. JMCB rocking the house like it's the Super Bowl. Nice little halftime show. Well done, fellas. Now to the action on the field. Defense shining in the first half. Egan Boyer snuffing out the run. And at 6'7", he's not a small individual. Villains defense not to be overlooked in this one. Nick Reed scrambling for his life, but there's a host of defenders there for the sack. However, Pine Lake would lead at the half. Third quarter, Pine Lake's going to add to their lead. Colby Lane's going to take the handoff, and he's going around the edge, and he's going to plow his way in for 6 as Pine Lake Prep shuts out McGinnis 35-0.
Okay, we'll finish up with Walkertown at North Forsyth. Wolfpack leads 14-0. North QB Victor Wingate heaves a pass, and he's picked off. Walkertown Zion Moye gets up for the grab, and it's Wolfpack ball. On that next drive, Walkertown's Jeremiah McIntyre rips off a nice run here. Wolfpack gets into the red zone, gets pushed back with some penalties, and they can't capitalize. However, the Walkertown defense did their part to protect that lead, and the Wolfpack wins it 27-13.
Checking some scoreboard action here. Southeast with a 28-7 win over Southwest. Thomasville shuts out South Davidson 63-0.
And the Page Pirates are trending upward. Page wins 42-0 over Western Guilford. Meanwhile, Atkins falls to Eastern Guilford 44-6.
Mount Airy dominant once again, a 49-0 victory over North Stokes. And West Davidson wins a thriller over Lexington 13-12. The final in that one.